Welcome back everyone. In this video we're going to be using the 2XM from Behringer to create some liminal ambient music. Now technically this is a 4-voice analog mono synth, but it's actually more like two separate dual voice analog synths in one. So I've got the 2XM set up in split mode. This splits the two modules along the keyboard, so it means you only need to use one MIDI channel, and it splits the modules I think at C4. So anything I play above C4 will play on one module and everything below C4 will play on the other. This is ideal for this kind of liminal ambient music because we really only need two sound elements. So the first thing we're going to create is a low drone. So we're going to start on module 1 here. I'm going to set both oscillators to pulse wave, turn off the sync, and I'm going to set the LFO to cycle through the pulse waves on both oscillators to give some movement to the sound. I've got the filter set to low pass and I'm going to put the resonance here at about 1 o'clock. The envelope is a fast attack with a long decay and a long sustain. Now, as with all ambient music, the big deal here is the reverb, which I'm going to use Valhalla Vintage Verb, and rather than using a return channel, which we'd normally do for reverb, I'm going to drop this straight onto the track because it's part of the sound design. I'm also going to put some delay on here, courtesy of Valhalla's free Supermassive plugin. So what we're aiming for with this low drone sound is, rather than something that's obviously musical, we're looking for something that just occupies space and creates a little bit of tension. And the 2XM is ideal for this because we can use the frequency knob here on oscillator 2 to very slowly and very subtly alter the pitch, and this will give it a little bit more variation, more movement, and add a little bit more unpredictability to it. So moving on to module 2, this is where we're going to create our melodic sound. So what we're going for here with this liminal ambient genre is more the suggestion of melody and harmony rather than anything too upfront, too obvious. So I'm going to set it up quite similar to module 1. I'm going to use pulse waves for both oscillators, and I'm going to set the LFO to cycle that pulse wave. So I'm going to set them both up differently again, but I'm going to set the modulation up full on VCO1 here, so that when that LFO cycles, it'll cycle through 0 and effectively cut off the sound for a second. This is going to add more unpredictability to our finished piece. Envelope, we're going to have a quick attack, a medium sustain, and quite a long decay because we want these notes to ring out. Now, on the subject of the notes ringing out, we're going to add the same kind of effects that we added to module 1. So I'm going to put a big reverb on here using Vintage Verb. And the delay, again, I'm going to go with the free Supermassive plugin from Valhalla. Now, the key with this kind of music is to do everything very slowly. As mentioned earlier, we don't want anything that's too obvious. This whole genre is about something that kind of fades into the background. We're more suggesting the presence of music rather than anything that you can hum along to. And an important part of liminal ambient music is that it kind of evokes a bit of nostalgia, which is another reason the 2XM is perfect for this, because these sounds are really nostalgic analog synth sounds. But set up like this with the pulse wave modulation and swathed in reverb and delay, they really get sort of pushed back into the background and become more ethereal, like a memory. So with that deep atmospheric drone in the background, creating tension and filling space like this, we can now play notes on module 2 very slowly and very subtly. And we can manually adjust that frequency on module 1 to add more movement to the undercurrent. So the end results sound something like this.